Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Can I get a round of applause, please? Pardon me, turn the monitors up. Got the monitors up. Mic check. All right. Armani TV, y'all, we back. Better than ever. Alright. It's a chill out Thursday sort of vibes. I just wanted to come through just to bless you guys with some new information. Hopefully all of you took my advice on the credit builders. You know what I'm saying? I think that was last week's show. That was the last show from last week where I gave you guys the different credit builders. So if you missed that video, you can easily go to the playlist on the Armani TV vlogs and check out the video titled The Credit Builder. Salute to my guy Slewfoot Slim in the building. Salute, baby. How you, brother? Just getting the show started, putting a couple things together over here. Definitely wanted to share some new information with you guys, share with you the book that I've been reading as of recent. I'm a huge fan of this guy as well, hence why I titled the video after his latest book, which is the book that I'm currently reading. And if you haven't heard of this, author right here, he's got an infamous book that most people are introduced, or most guys that I know that are conscious thinkers, they're introduced to it in jail, unfortunately. So I didn't mean to clap it up on that. Unfortunately, they're introduced to it in jail, and they call it the black man's Bible. All right, so as you know, we went through about 400 years of slavery, and there's a lot of information that us as a people, we lack. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it feels like, as a minority, we're like the group that's kind of further back than everybody else. You have, no offense, but Mexicans and Chinese people who come from different countries and come over here and who are better off than us blacks who actually built America. So without me getting too conscious on y'all, they call it the Black Man's Bible. And if you haven't guessed already, I'm talking about the 48 Laws of Power. Yes, the author is Robert Greene. So his latest book, The Concise Laws of Human Nature, all right? This book right here, so far, I would call this the every person's Bible. All right? While we may feel like we lack information as a black people, you know what I mean? Or certain information is held from us. It's all out there. It's just a matter of us actually aspiring to attain that information. And that's where channels like Armani TV come in. Shout out to my boy Dane Calloway. I'm just here to make you think. It's a great tagline. I love what the channel was about and the content there. I go there and I actually learn something. Same thing here. And I'm not stealing his tagline, but essentially I'm really here to help you guys to think. To expound upon the thoughts that you're having already. So if you're looking to elevate, reach the next levels in life, again, you can look forward to things like credit tips, fragrance reviews. I'm getting ready to dive into the women's reviews now that I'm getting my whole home office and everything situated here. So I'm gonna have a lot more time to go live for you guys. All right, I'm gonna have a whole lot more time to go live for you guys. But while I put this together, I'm gonna let my man's today. The soundtrack of the live is my boy Gustavo Luis. All right, shout out to Gustavo Luis. And this album right here is called The Love Tape. Alright, it's called The Love Tape. So it's by my boy. Y'all see it right there on the screen, Gustavo Luis. Y'all can check him out in the Apple Music store. He's on Spotify. He's on YouTube. Just type in Gustavo Luis, just as you see it there on the screen. He's got a real different sound. Alright, I get an old school classic, early to mid 90s type of flow. Pardon me, y'all. That's that good old acid. I got a little cocktail mix right here. Y'all already know the vibes after work. but it's a little acidic, so you know what I'm saying? A little like champagne bubbles in there. But I mixed it with some sangria, and you know what I mean? I got a whole vibe going on in here. But anyway, yeah, the soundtrack of the day, y'all, Gustavo Luis. We're playing the Love Tape right now. It's his latest release. Yeah, 2023. I'll tell you something about this guy real quick. Gustavo Luis, one of the hardest working guys. One of the hardest working guys, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out the hard work and all of that. Hard work definitely pays off. And I'm just here to tell a brother salute. You got my respect, my support, 100%. Definitely looking forward to working with you in the actual studio. But yeah, he's got a dope sound, guys. If you're looking for something different outside of the norm, he's not trying to sound like these drill rappers or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's 50 years old still trying to rap. Nah, he's going to give you a real mature feel. You know, he's a hustler, so he's talking that talk for all my hustlers out there. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Keep that on the low, though. But yeah, you know what I mean? If you're just looking for a different sound, something that's creative, you know what I mean? And he runs around with the mask on. He's always masked up, so it's like a mystery behind him. He's almost like a superhero or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously though, he's almost like a superhero. There's like there's mystery behind him. You want to know the man behind the mask, the man behind that dope, smooth, melodic sound, the samples on the beats. Shout out to Fat Bastard. You heard? Guys like Fat Bastard, who I've also come into acquaintance with by listening to and making connection with Gustavo Luis. So once again, shout out to Gustavo Luis, y'all. That is the soundtrack that you'll hear in the background of the video as we doing what we do. So I haven't really been touching on too many topics. That's what, you know, we're going to use this live for today. We're going to go through a couple different things. I've got YouTube already pulled up. So I'm going to share the screen with y'all in a minute. And I'm going to give my opinion on a couple different things that have been going on. But in the meantime, let me get this, you know, this sage right here together. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the sage together. And I'll be with y'all in a minute. But I hope everybody's having an awesome week. I'm getting prepared for a new opportunity that is getting ready to embark. So yeah, I've got a little time on my hands, so I'm here with y'all. And y'all will have me for at least the next week or so. So definitely look forward to some new content. You know what I mean? And you guys are more than likely to get to see me on a day-to-day. I'm going to try to do a live first thing in the morning and then one towards the evenings. You know what I mean? At least for the next week while I am available. And I guarantee you guys, for sure, we will have a constructed schedule in regards to when I will be going live by next month. I promise y'all. So by next month, y'all can look forward to a full week schedule. You know what I mean? As to when I'll be going live and when certain videos will be dropping. So more than likely, the pre-recordeds, the segments like Getting Dressed with Armani, you guys will get those still on a day-to-day basis. But what I'm going to try to do is actually go live on a day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So we put this together now.
It was a moment, and I grabbed me. We had a moment. Wow, moment was great.
Like this track right here. It's called What Will Future Do? Talking about the rapper Future. Dope concept. A couple baby mamas. And I'm good, love, boo. But yeah, his concepts is different, man. They off the wall. Y'all should definitely give my boy a listen. Give him a little listen. Pardon me. That's right. Alright. Boss had to get it together. All right. So the topics of the week. Haven't really been paying too much attention to what's been going on with the boy Hassan Campbell. So let's go ahead and take a trip over to YouTube real quick. And let's see what's going on with the boy Hassan. See where he at. I seen that his page was back though. The countdown, shall we begin? This was 7 days ago.
Why a nigga hate himself? I'm like head and loose. Started hating cause I was winning, nigga, tell the truth.
I'm sorry, but no free promotion over here. Homie sounded dope in the beginning, whoever was rapping, but this is Armani TV. Hassan Campbell is not, you know what I'm saying? However, whatever deal y'all got, but I ain't paying you jack, you heard? So, no free promo over here. Trying to get to it. This is the thing with me, with this guy. You see what, like, he talked so much about 6ix9ine, you know, being a rat, so on and so forth. Then the dude come home, he like one of the first guys to sit down with him, like during the academics thing and all that. They kind of made like a little three peas in a pod sort of group. Him, academics, and 6ix9ine. So without even having seen this live, like just looking at him, the hand on the face, and now we know you trying to look like Malcolm X with some goofy ass shades on. Terrible. Terrible that you would actually even come out and say that. And I kind of put that together, even though you're weird, bro. Like you do mad foul stuff, but then you with this Allah the Subhanahu the Idol. Allah the Subhanahu the Idol. Like, bro, cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out. I've yet to see one video of you actually giving salat, you know what I'm saying? Or making wudu, you know what I mean? Like you on live drinking and stuff, but you talking about Allah the Subhanahu the Idol. Like, cut it out, bro. It's like that dude or that person that chooses to be wild religious, you know what I'm saying, when they want to be. Or like when they trying to tell you about yourself, then they go super religious. But the whole time they sinning and cursing up a storm, they sinning more than you sinning, but trying to tell you about yourself. And only during those times do you hear anything about the Allah, the Subhanahu, the Idol. Like, bro, cut it out. Astaghfirullah is what I would say, you heard? Astaghfirullah. And again, I'm not even Muslim. I was raised up in the mosque. I was raised up in the temple as well. I also was raised up in the church. So I believe in Jesus. I believe in Moses. I believe in Yeshua. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad, Allah, all of their workings. I even believe in Buddha. Shout out to all the religions. All of them. And I'm definitely not the guy to try to pull religion out my ass in the midst of trying to tell somebody about themselves. It's fake and you a hypocrite. Let's see what he's talking about, though. I can already tell he's got a problem with whatever's going on with 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're about to hear it. The reason why I paused it and started on it, because I'm trying to figure out, like, this dude's lives just be all over the place. Like, essentially, we get it. This is how you eat. This is your bread and butter. You be fucked up without YouTube. I don't want to hear about properties and any other monies that one may have going on. Like, I'm looking, I got the, you know, the 42 inch behind me. So that if you see me looking over here, y'all, I'm always looking at the live because it's connected to my Mac. Like, bro, I could tell from the jewelry alone. I'm sure you've cleared 1 million on YouTube, but if you still buying that little costume shit right there, that's sad. That's sad. We don't want to hear or see about no more stacks, bro. Because, again, I'm a nigga that buys a lot of jewelry. Like, a lot of jewelry. I was here and haven't got my first AdSense check on YouTube. I just got monetized. I'm all of 1.3K followers. But see, if you know, you know. And you'll also know that I actually get my monies outside of YouTube. I come here to strictly entertain and inform. Gotta know the difference. So I'm not one that's sitting up here who came to YouTube. When I came to YouTube, I had chains already. Bunch of jewelry. Bracelets, watches, all that type of shit. Matter of fact, I was doing a video today and sent my father a picture of my jewelry box, and he was like, yo, that fucking chest is crazy, whatever you call it. It's like a treasure chest. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been collecting jewels since 2006. If you know me, you know. High school, Ben had a chain. Was one of the only ones running around with a big white gold piece on in high school. You feel me? So, you know, let the facts remain. But I'm just looking, and I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. We got too much time on our hands. And again, I'm not trying to knock how nobody eat. But the time that y'all spend letting people like this dude entertain y'all, this shit is really ridiculous. We gotta do better, people. We gotta do better. Shall we begin?
Do y'all realize that
See what he talking about.
Tekashi 6ix9ine went viral for getting his ass whooped?
Salute the Brody E Money in the building. Good looks, Brody. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make what I'm gonna do. And it's the real jean material. It's not just a look. It's really a jean hat. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 15 styles of this hat. Matter of fact, let's just do an even 20. I like even numbers. All right. We're going to do an even 20 number of these hats. What y'all don't know is this is my actual company logo. So if you look at my forearm, if you ever wondered, what's that little colorful emoji guy on his forearm? I don't know if y'all can see that there. Hold on, let me remove this one real quick. Yeah, so you see him with the glasses? That's me. That's pretty much me, you know what I mean, when I'm wearing, you know, that's me in emoji form. But I got to get it touched up because it's actually the colors of the company logo, which is orange, aqua blue, green, and then the red. So it's pretty much, I had emojis done. And actually, E, I don't know where you was at, bro, when we did this, because you were supposed to be a part of that. So this is my man's emoji, actually. His was the dude with the shades. If you notice, mine's got the glasses. He wanted to be the cool guy. And his original emoji had sneakers on because he likes, you know, he's a big sneakerhead and all that. And even though I'm into jewelry, he had me add a chain to his, and he just started buying jewelry and all that. So, you know, funny guy. But anyway, long story short, these are the company custom emoji hats. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 20 hats, just 20. And I'm going to raffle those off to my followers who come through on the lives and the people that been showing support, you know what I mean, on a day-to-day. E-Money, you ain't even got to worry, bro. Just send me your addy. When they come through, you got one already. All right? Back to this guy, though.
In the gym. Do y'all realize that was staged? No matter how real it looked with the punches, with the spit in the face, with the little kicks, do y'all realize that y'all was played by a fool? Tekashi gets beat up in the gym. Well, Hassan Campbell pages collapse. He go viral for getting beat up. To drown you out, the fact that...
It's crazy. This dude is so full of himself. So full of himself. And you know what's wild? I'm actually a Virgo, so I'm guilty of it too. We are definitely people, high self-esteem people. But this dude is so full of himself. He's actually mentioning himself. He's actually, pardon me, that's my BM. He's actually mentioning himself in the same sentence as 6ix9ine. As though 6ix9ine doesn't have at least 6 times the amount of followers and subscribers. Like, bro, you're nowhere near. You may have sat in the same room during the whole academics interview. Y'all may have even traded numbers and share some little, you know, secret little buddyship now. But bro, numbers wise, because that's really what you're all about and care about, your page going down has nothing to do with the fact that that nigga got his ass beat. Like, this shit is really absurd. So we gonna let him finish though. Like, now I'm interested to see where this fuckery is going.
Hassan Campbell was going through whatever he was going through. And then the next thing you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine is #1 all over the billboards for a Latin song in Spanish. He's number one all around the world. But y'all can't tell when y'all being played like a fool. Are you not entertained? Hit the like.
Why are you mad about this though? You see this shit, and the shit is almost 3 hours. Imagine listening to somebody be mad about the fact that somebody else is doing numbers for 3 hours. This is gonna be an interesting live. We're gonna leave it here. This is interesting. You mad that the man went viral? Like, we already know since Tekashi came home, he's been on some, wild antics since before he went home. He came out ratting and proud that he was ratting, so on and so forth. So it's one of those things, like, the fact that you even care is kind of wild, but it only shows that somebody fucking with the church's money. Somebody fucking up the church's bag. That's what this is all about. Niggas get antsy when they numbers drop a little bit, and that's my whole purpose on Armani TV. You gotta have something else established, bro. Like something. If you made a mill off of YouTube, you should have at least 3 properties that you own that are all making money, and that's outside of the one that you live in. Bare minimum 3. You could have put 30, 30, 30 on each 3 houses. That's not even 100,000. Still got another 9 of those 100,000s that you done made off YouTube. Supposedly. Bad investing. But every week it's a new hat. Like, you look, you got a whole, bro. I remember when you was on here and your beard was all black. My nigga, you got the Obama look now. Like, your shit is really salt and pepper. But you got big glasses on, an oversized hat, and a Chicago shirt. Like, you still, and I know dudes like that. And you know what's wild? And I'm a keep it into perspective. Every nigga that I know that's like that has been to prison. Real shit.
We fighting the dirty section. We fighting the FBI. We fighting the CIA over here. We fighting YouTube doing a nigga dirty over here. So the least y'all can do if y'all want your channel, this channel, right? For those of y'all that represent me, to keep this channel up, share this shit. Y'all been played for a fool. The number one topic in the world, while your dollar cash rules everything around me, Cream, get the money, dollar bill, y'all. That cash rules. That dollar bill, while that dollar bill is collapsing in every other country. They playing you for a fool. And the mountain, them white boys is getting ready for war. Y'all sitting up there being distracted by celebrity gossip. When this dollar bill drop, there ain't no more going on the block, getting no money on the block. There ain't no more stash. Do you understand, once you give these people cyber control over your dollar bills, do you understand you become a cyber slave when you do not comply with what they say, like in Canada? When those truckers started acting up in Canada, they froze their bank accounts. I understand that some of y'all poor, and y'all realize y'all don't have nothing to lose, but you do. It's like, wow, look at the titles in the cartoons. This is your last stand. X-Men, black men, pennies, fallen tribal leaders who became thugs, wannabe gangsters.
Yeah, you sitting up here looking mad. It's crazy, bro. You could just put on a nice button-up shirt. Like, look your age, bro. You literally 50. Like, the shit is not even funny. I'm not even hitting the live button. But you sitting up here looking like how my son ain't even gonna look like this at 15. Like, let's just keep it a band. this gangster persona. Like Five God said it the best. You try to put on the rapper's look, yet you talk about rappers all day and how bad they are and how much they mislead the community. But that's the image that you give off, down to the jewelry that you attempt to, you know what I mean, pass off.
Moms are so mentally broken that you got black men bragging about being outside when home is where the heart is. Huh? You got black men.
And yet you're so broken that when people say that you're not outside, you go out your way to go miles. Actually, you go to a whole nother state because you don't even live in New York. You go to a whole nother state to prove that you still outside. So, but we criticize with the rappers, and you know what I mean? Y'all see where we going with this. Y'all see where we at.
Men bragging about being, I'm outside, where home is where the heart is. While you outside entertaining the street corners.
Home is where the heart
is. Young boys
is
dropping up with young boys. Who's in the house with your children? While you outside entertaining evil on the block, who's in the house with your wife and kids? I don't know, it's something about home. Things I miss at home. It's something about home. Things I miss at home.
Things I miss at home.
Hold up. Not the commercial. We take you out of school.
Take you out of school. This nigga is wild, man. Here we go. Here we go. He tell his age a lot too, y'all. I don't know if y'all peep that. The person that, because I do it. I'm an 86 baby. But I know this nigga got me by at least 10 years. Your bare minimum 46, bro. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Is niggas that look younger than you that I think are 46. So you probably 50 already. Which doesn't mean anything. Only reason why I laugh during saying that is because picture a nigga being 50, but then he looked like that. Look at the screen, y'all. He looked like that. Nowhere in the history of Kevin Samuels or any successful at that, successful YouTuber. Like, bro, look, Jay-Z said it best. Jigga man, you rich. Take the do-rag off. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, please. It really make it hard to watch you. You know what I mean? Especially like a nigga think they got swag or style and you looking crazy, bro. The hat is too big. Slim it down. Or just take that shit off. Get a dad hat, something a little bit more grown. All the like once in a blue, it's cool. You know what I mean? I still got a couple snapbacks in the closet myself. I keep a Yankee. You know what I mean? Shout out to my Yankees. You know what I mean? You might catch me with a good. I don't even got no Giants hats. You know what I mean? Football. A good Yankee. That's it. A Yankee is universal too. All navy blue, the white logo. You could throw that on with a tux. You know what I mean? Depending on how you flipping the look. But this everyday, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to look like 2003. Only thing you haven't put on yet was the 5X white tee.
What?
I ain't gonna hold you though. This song is fire. Song is definitely fire. But yeah, he tell his age a lot. I was almost gonna forget my whole point. But you know that person in your family that they'll be talking and then they'll tell you something. Yeah, cause I was telling them. I told Rodney, this is it. Like Michael Jackson, this is it. Like, you always relating, and then it's always an old ass song. It's never nothing current. There's always some shit you need Shazam around for to figure out, like, who the hell is even an artist? Like, and again, I'm an enthusiast, a vintage guy. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my old souls of the world. All my people who was born in the 80s but like music from the 60s and 70s. You know what I mean? Who grew up in the 90s, 2000s, but they reach back to the 80s to find out where does the sample come from that this person is using. Those type of people, you know what I mean? So I've always been an avid fan, you know what I mean? But this dude right here, I remember when he started that shit too. Like the first time the nigga sang something in the middle of him, and I guess through the comments and everybody telling him, oh, that shit was funny, and he just kind of kept running with that. But bro, this shit has been dead since the whole something just ain't right. One more time on that one, man. This nigga, wow, son. The answers is wow. And then look at this nigga face. Yo, did the nigga just bite his lip? Bro, you really think that's the... Yo, the nigga, hold on.
Evil on the block.
Hold on.
Who's in the house with your wife and kids?
Hold on. Pause. God damn. The nigga really just did this though, y'all. The nigga is wildin'. Hold on. Let me add it to the stream. Hold on. There we go.
I don't know, it's something about home. Things I miss at home. It's something about home.
This nigga is wildin'.
Things I miss at home.
The nigga really sang it into his Hold on, son. God damn.
On the block.
Hold
Who's in the house
on.
with your wife and kids?
I'm having fun right now, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Nigga said, things I miss at home. And you know what's funny? I remember the ad when Google, you know, hey Google, what's that song? And then Google found it. This dumbass actually really... You don't have to sing the song into the phone, bro. Like, you could have just put in things I miss at home, lyrics, and it would have found it. This nigga is just animated, bro.
I don't know, it's something about home. Things I miss at home. It's something about home.
I deadass might just change the title of the video to Things I Miss at Home, y'all. Shit crazy. Look at this nigga.
Things I miss at home.
My God, Narco in the building. Salute.
Hold up. Not the commercial.
Actually, now that you're in the building, Gustavo, we had paused it. We on track 4 right now of the Love Tape. Once again, shout out to Gustavo Luis in the building. We bumping the Love Tape, and we had paused it on track 4, which is What Will Future Do? And we had started getting into the convo, but we're going to get back to it in a minute.
Let me take you out of school.
Things I miss at home.
What?
Bro, look at, like, I could just pause it right there. Bro, why are you biting your lip while you're looking at this shit? Like, why are you biting your lip? Why are you biting your lip? Like, yo, seriously? I remember doing that. Remember when LL had all the niggas, you know, licking their lips? Like, you'll be talking to a chick and you, like, your shit'll be perfectly fine. And in the middle of talking to her, you just lick your shit for no reason. Like, yeah, baby, you know, because I've been peeping you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Lick lip. You know, why don't you just give me your number? And you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll walk you home from school and all that. You know what I mean? Give you a call. Like, bro, wild saliva and shit all over your lips, bro. You look crazy. Nigga doing that, like, that's what I was saying, bro. That gel shit fuck a lot of niggas up. It'll have niggas dressing the same way that they did before they went in. It'll have niggas doing little antics and shit that was cool back in, like, 1994. Like, bro, that licking your lip shit, that shit's been a rap for I don't know how long. The nigga is wild, though. Y'all peep game. Y'all see it. What would Future do? He said, yeah, we all get caught up in a future situation. Just ask yourself, what would Future do? That's a fact. I done got caught up in a future situation. I'm going to tell y'all about that in a minute. We're going to get back to that. Hold that thought. Don't let me forget. Remind me. Future situation.
Y'all get the picture? Things I miss at home. Home's supposed to feel good. Let me ask y'all a question. All you real niggas that keep bragging about I'm outside. What is it outside? What is it outside? What about outside got you running away from home?
Money. If you a wild dude, you know what I'm saying, who running around and you cheating and all that, women. Different opportunities. Air is outside. Stores are outside. Pretty much everything is outside, bro. I think a part of Hassan Campbell, and you could look at where the video is paused, like he wears his feelings on his face. Can never play poker, my boy. Because, you know what I mean, your face will tell it all. Like, you could be saying one thing, but your face is going to say how you truly feel. I think a part of him, there's a complex that he probably was never really that block dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the hustler. Sure, he was outside, you know, back when he was outside and all of that. But that block dude, you know what I mean? The one that the ladies admire, you know what I'm saying? Who, you know what I mean? They out getting their bread, they wheeling and dealing, they doing what they do. I think a part of him wants that sort of stature behind his whole MO, his modus operandi and all that. You know what I'm saying? And because it's not there, you know what I mean? And it never was there. All you can do is sit here now and complain about it. Like you saying, you asking them what's outside, so on and so forth. Apparently it's something out there that keeps them from, you know what I'm saying, from being at home. That's neither here nor there. The question is not what's keeping them from going home. Why do you even care?
What is it about outside that got you running away from home, huh? Home is supposed to feel good. Home is supposed to feel good, right? Supposed to be cozy. Something like.
Salute. That's actually pretty dope right there. Only thing is, though, no hate. Five Guard told us that's the only room in the house that looked like that. Continue, though.
Like that?
Because I could walk y'all around this whole bitch. Like, every single room. Every room. I don't play that. Plug-ins in every wall, you know what I'm saying? I'm a smoker, but you would walk in this bitch and never know. Any of my friends on the live, you know what I'm saying? They've been to my apartments and will tell you, like, way before that nigga had a YouTube channel, he had apartments. Whatever he's staying in now, his apartment 10 years ago matched that, you know what I'm saying? Or was probably even better. Even better. And the nigga never had a YouTube check coming in. Y'all are paying attention to the wrong people. While this may be entertaining, if you trying to even reach his level, Don't think that it's going to happen on YouTube. You need to gain basic life skills first that even he doesn't have, which is why one is on here complaining when the numbers go down and so on, because your livelihood, everything about your life depends on this shit and this shit doing well. So if anything is shaky here or you have an off day, he's coming on the live wild drunk, belligerent. He's cursing his followers, subscribers out. This is why you guys have been feeling all of that. But imagine being able to actually be entertained while getting actual information that's going to help to take you to the next level. Wow. Learning real life shit like that. You don't get to be 30 something years old or 40 something years old, or 30 something. Don't get to be 30 and just now start thinking about a career. If you tuned in to Armani TV and you somebody that's in high school right now, stay tuned in. Here on Armani TV, before you leave your mom's house at 17, 18, you're going to go into college with perfect credit. Here on Armani TV, you're going to learn not to take credit cards when they're going to start offering them to you right at that point that you're about to graduate high school, usually right around when you turn 18. You're going to have the information to know, and if you do decide to take those credit cards and accept them, how to properly and responsibly manage those credit cards so that your credit actually does do this. Credit is everything. And if you're spending hours and hours on YouTube watching somebody that's just doing this, what we seeing here, and they not giving you no sort of talk off to help you get to what they showing, they just, if they gonna floss off their living room to you, you should question them and comment down below. Yo, that's fire, that's dope. No hate whatsoever. I actually aspire to get something like that myself. What would you say would be a great avenue for me? Or let's say, for instance, I have no experience at all. What would be a great app? Can you show me how to get started here on YouTube, since that seems to be you the man with that? Whatever. You spent the time to learn it, gain the following that you have. That's why I say salute. There is no hate whatsoever. Please understand the context where this information and where my opinion, ultimately it's just my opinion, comes from. But you'll have people who tune in to all the views. Every single person is not going to agree, just like every single person is not going to disagree. So essentially it's for everybody, whether you agree or disagree. It's simply my opinion. But the opinion is given for those who actually do agree. You start to realize it's not you. You know what I mean? Because there's clearly other people, millions, hundreds, thousands, whatever the case is, who feel the exact same way. And that's the most important thing. At times we get too, you know what I mean? We get too wrapped up in our own minds, our own heads, to realize that it may really be you. You really may be the problem. You got to start looking outside of yourself. And it's hard to step outside of yourself at times. But there's proper ways to do it. And a part of that is literally taking your head out your ass. Once your head is out your ass, you can actually take a step back, because then you can see yourself. You can't see yourself if your head is always in your ass. So, and that's, figuratively speaking, the things that we're doing are what, come to show that our head is in our ass, or that we're clearly just full of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And there's a certain humility that has to go with sustaining success. I'm going to say that again, because that shit was hard. That was deep. Pause. Word. Hard and deep. Pause. You just went crazy. But no, seriously, there's a certain level of humility that is required to sustain success. Notice that we could watch people. They come up, they humble. Yeah, this is me. This is how they stories start with them telling you about themselves. They struggled, whatever, how they got to where they at. There's a certain level of humble that you as the viewer, or you as the consumer, let's say, for instance, it's a product that you buying. You know what I mean? You bought into that person. But as that product or that person starts to rise, they start to show their ass. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, it gets to the point to where they forget the level of humility that they had to obtain the position that they have. You end up losing it. It'll start as a slow decline. You slowly declining. Sometimes it's so slow you don't even really see it, but it's still happening. So remain a level of humility to always keep yourself, you know what I'm saying, at that point to where it's like Jay said, he said it best on the Black album. Treat my first like my last and my last like my first. It's something about that, you know what I'm saying? Real profound. It's something about that. Never lose that hunger. Never lose that humility as well.
Home is supposed to feel good, right?
It's nice. Look like the red room down there. I like it. I remember the fish tank. Shout out to the fish tank. Yo, that's crazy. I got that same exact fucking fireplace in gray. It's crazy. Crazy. And my house has a real actual fireplace. Shout out to that. And I haven't made $1 million off YouTube. I can show you guys how to do that if you're making $12 an hour right now. Credit. And not to be funny, but my table's a little bit bigger than his. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
With you niggas, why y'all always outside?
Just a little bit.
You ain't got no furniture?
Hold on. Are we skipping? There we go.
Something like that? Home is supposed to feel good, right?
I ain't got the lighting and all that down there, but mine's is definitely bigger. It's longer. It's a longer table. I got an 85-inch screen TV, so, and the TV so big, I don't even put that shit on nothing. It just sits on the floor. The damn thing sit up so high. It's like, why would you need it? You don't need to look up like that when the damn TV is almost the size of the damn circumference of the wall. So, but that's how I'm living. Shout out to Hassan Campbell, though. Salute. I definitely like the setup, but again, 5 guard, somebody that's been on the inside, and I can only take his word for it, even though, you know, he's been a little shaky himself. But 5 guard actually mentioned, and I never really heard a comeback from that. So a part of me feels like, and I've seen that, I got ghetto aunts like that. No offense, I got ghetto aunts like that. Yep. Only that portion of the crib where they bring people into them, the living room, the living area, or we used to call it back in New York, up front. My mother used to call me, Armani. I used to be in the back room, come up front. If you from New York, I know you remember that. 90s flow, you know what I mean? Again, I'm an 86 baby, so 95, 91, 92, I was 6, 7 years old, running around the building with no socks on the bottom of my feet, racing my friend Travis in the middle of the hallway, who could get from one end of the hallway to the next. Or we used to play hop the staircases, you know what I mean? Just hopping down flights of stairs. These are things that we did as kids to keep ourselves entertained and out of trouble, even though we definitely got into a lot of trouble. We definitely did. But that ghetto aunt, comment down below if we all know her, you know what I'm saying? She's always waiting for tax time. She got wild kids. Most of them ain't even hers. There's foster kids. She's filing, living off the system, ain't have a job since 1980 something, and it's 2000 whatever now. You know what I mean? And that one portion of the house is super lit. Got everything in there you could think of. Multiple flat screens in one damn room. But how the rest of that house look?
You ain't got no furniture? I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm asking for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can tell me something.
Nigga said I'm asking for somebody. That was funny.
Always outside. Why you always outside? Huh?
Because they kids, bro. They haven't grown up. And we all know, like a kid, kids love going outside. It's a childish mentality. That's what it is, bro. But salute to you for being mature enough to being inside with your family. It's just a couple things within that you got to get right with Allah, the Soprano, the idol. You know what I'm saying? What you be saying. Just a couple things you got to get right with him.
What is it about your house that you don't like? What is it about your house you don't like? What is it? You like somebody else entertaining your kids? Huh? Shit is real on the battlefield, man. It's real on the battlefield. The problem is with a lot of y'all, man, y'all ain't got nothing. But the little bit that you...
Yo, this nigga. This nigga got a great way of fucking, what you call it? Complimenting his followers. Like, y'all will sit up here and listen to a nigga for 3 hours and tell y'all ain't got nothing. That shit is crazy.
You have, you ain't willing to fight for it. You were on the brink of World War III. And you know the crazy part about World War III? Let me tell you the crazy part about World War III, right? The crazy part about... My bad, people. I'm going through some technical difficulties. I mean, damn, most of you niggas ain't getting no money, so what's the point of being outside? You don't like your wife or she don't like you. Which one is it?
It's like any part that I could land on, this nigga is going in. Listen to what he just said, y'all.
Like, man, I think you would spend more time in your house too, because it would feel good to be home. Ain't nothing but rats on the street corners. Bunch of niggas telling. Why you always outside? I mean, damn, most of you niggas ain't getting no money, so what's the point of being outside? You don't like your wife or she don't like you. Which one is it?
Niggas, wow.
But clearly, when shit hit the fan, I want y'all to understand. With all these niggas talking about they outside, I done did 10 years, I done did 20 years, you ain't got another 10 in you. And the sad part about it is, when shit hit the fan, while you got these 50-year-old grown men going back and forth on the internet.
You one of them, though, bro.
Whack 100 got millions. So why he stay in the dirty section? To keep...
The same reason you do. Yet you've made $1 million off YouTube. The point is to elevate and grow. This is where you comfortable at. You're not going to leave this section. You don't know how to leave this section. You don't know how to not talk about everything else that's going on in the industry and everybody else's business. You don't know how to just give us content based on Hassan Campbell. And the dopest shit is, I actually like your videos when you just in the yard with the dogs, the kids. And I'm not even an animal or dog person. But those videos, it shows the growth. It shows, it's uplifting. People that are following you that, that like what you're doing will aspire to attain the same thing. So those videos, you know what I mean? But just sitting, because there's a thing with giving your opinion. And I can only give my opinion on this. It's just my, critiquing. But it's a way that you go about doing it. You ever heard the famous saying, it's not what you say, but how you say it? You know what I'm saying? And that's really it with this dude, is that a lot of what he's saying is true, but it's how he says it. When somebody dies, you don't title the video, such and such got they snot box rocked, because you know it's going to get clicks or views. That's my only problem with him. That's when I stopped following him. See, he was saying a lot of stuff and says a lot that's actually true. The only problem is how he goes about saying it. And once you get to that point to where you'll risk respect, basic respect for humanity and, you know, humility, if you'll risk all of that just to get clicks and views, that's a problem. And that's exactly when I hit the unsubscribe. As you can clearly see on here, the subscribe button is white, so I'm not even capping. And it's nothing personal to Hassan Campbell. Once again, salute, shout out to him. I hope that his platform continues to grow in whatever direction he's looking to go. But as a young black entrepreneur, a young black working civilian of society, you know what I'm saying? Aspiring artist, all of the above, everything that makes up me. And I'm a part of this YouTube platform. I have to give my perspective because a big portion of the community actually follows and listens to this guy. So my thing is, I'm simply challenging what's, you know what I mean? What's mainstream. And if you've never stepped out or jumped out the window to do something like that, you probably wouldn't understand. But again, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. But we're going to listen to a little bit more of this, and then we're going to go to the OBlock J Hud video where he was talking about, it was something I wanted to watch as well.
Dumb, to keep you distracted.
We almost done with this one, y'all.
This is the next level of CIA military mind games. This is the...
That's another, yeah, he got a lot of little conspiracy theories with him. He one of those, I could tell, in his spare time. And he don't smoke, so that's crazy. Like, you just get drunk and be thinking about wild shit like aliens and all of that. Like, I don't even understand how that goes together, but conspiracy theories, it's always something like us as a people being held back because of the government or so. At some point, you got to just take responsibility. We're effed up as a people. Let's just keep it 100. And a part of that is because we listening to people like you, bro. A big part of that is because of that. People will see you and think, oh yeah, it's still cool to dress like that when I'm almost 50 years old. Like, think, like, I could picture you going to somebody's wedding like that. You would probably just try to throw on a regular pair of pants instead of jeans, like suit pants. But you would have like a jersey on with suit pants, like the proper etiquette. One hasn't been shown. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to grow up. It's okay to leave the fitteds behind. It's almost like a fear of missing out. I don't buy the latest fitted. Like, I gotta have that fitted. Like, or even the snapback shit. Dress how you want to dress. I got a closet full of fly shit. But it's a time and a place for everything. You guys notice, like, even now, I've been off this week. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I'm not in at least a button-up shirt. It don't even always got to be a jacket and a tie. But look your age. Dress the part. If you're going to talk about Malcolm, I never even seen Malcolm. I've yet to see a photo of Malcolm X on some casual shit. Since he became Malcolm, bro, man was always suited. You already know how the nation moves. This is why I was saying people use religion in the midst of trying to tell you about them yourselves, but they ain't living it like that themselves. You running around looking like a whole teenager all day. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to tell the next person to grow up, or that we need to be doing this or that. Like, it's crazy.
It's the next level of FBI military mind games. A lot of people ain't on the block no more.
There ain't no military mind games, man.
A lot of people was in the house, on the internet. So now you got internet agents.
Nah, that's a fact, Gustavo. That's a fact, Gustavo. He said somebody aunt bumping that love tape in the up front room right now. And that's a big fact. Once again, shout out to Gustavo Luis, the love tape. We about to get on it. I'm gonna give y'all some of my time today. So we got it right here, y'all. The Love Tape by Gustavo Luis. If you want to listen to the vibes that I'm bumping right now, go to Apple Music and go ahead and download that tape. Gustavo Luis. The Love Tape, y'all. The Love Tape. We in the month of April, so I remember he dropped this around Love Day, Valentine's Day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So once again, shout out to my man, Gustavo Luis, always on the check-in. Salute. Love you, beloved. Appreciate you being here. But we're going to get this guy a little bit more of our time, and we're going to move on to OBlock J Hood, because we already know. We only 33 minutes in, but we an hour in on my live, and he got another 2 hours and some change to go, and I ain't got time. And I ain't got time to be locked in that fence again. That's why I watch niggas. I smell my rat like a cat. I just wait till they move, then I attack. Pounce on them. Nigga started out with quarters. It was only pocket change. So yeah, I flipped the ounce on them. It's a terrible game. I be going through things. It's more than pain. So yo, I just leave it at things. I don't be sleeping right. I hardly sleep at night. I wake up with the birds, nigga, before it even sunlight. My name Capo, and yeah, I know sun is nice. No time for no more sons or daughters, and so I strap twice. Y'all better act right, cause I end your career, make it to where your shit can't get back right. Hotter than crack pipes. Yeah, I'm that nice. You can't touch me. I'm something like dry ice. I make your mind ice. That means freeze. You gon' pause, stop, and think about my lines twice. Yeah. Shit like that. But let's go to OBlock J Hood, y'all. Let's go to OBlock J Hood. See what this guy's talking about. I wanted to bring this one up. From yesterday, I gave y'all a couple free bars off the top. You know what I'm saying? Just a few. Just a few. We're going to present this other page, though. Let me see here. Yeah, buddy. So we can turn this off. But like OBlock J Hood, y'all. OBlock J Hood. Give it up for OBlock J Hood. Salute, beloved.
We gonna get into the real when y'all come up over here, man. So put your big boy pants on.
Come over there, folks. For real.
Once again, as a disclaimer, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Please, nobody get their panties or their briefs in a bunch, please. Just my opinion. But we know OBlock J Hood. He been going through it lately. I would definitely say I know he's a man of religion, a man of Christ. The devil is definitely testing you right now, beloved. And how you handle it is going to determine your outcome. You know what I mean? It's the same way I said a few minutes ago. The humility that you have in the midst of your come up is what's going to help you to sustain coming up. You know what I mean? So he's one that I watch come up. And now that money done slowed down because people were seeing you for however they're seeing you, we panicking. We making GoFundMes. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I could see, how things, could be hard. But I was definitely one inside of your chat, in your lives, telling you, let's collaborate. I know ways where we could take the videos from YouTube, create you your own platform. That way, if something like what's happening now happens, you'll still be straight, because YouTube has no control over what you create outside of YouTube. And that's where the mobile app development comes in, guys. Y'all gotta really understand. This is how I'm living, You know what I mean? Yeah, I keep a career-oriented position, like an office position. One of my slumps or downtimes was during COVID, but even then, because I had worked, I had gained rightful and unemployment benefits. So I wasn't one who had to skim and scam during that time, stealing people who actually worked their benefits and all of that. Nah, I actually worked. So during that time of COVID, I was provided with that sort of assistance and was able to do things like DoorDash, Uber, you know what I'm saying, as a means to keep other income and different things like that. And it afforded me all the time in the world with my kids. I loved it. Best time of my life, being able to drop them off every day for school, just having time for stuff like that, picking them up. They don't got to get on the school bus. You know what I mean? So that's what one is ultimately working towards. So it's nothing wrong with having a job and or a career and stacking. You know what I mean? Having a plan. You always got to have a plan. There's a means to the end. You know what I mean? So that job or career is a means to how you want to end up. You stack up. You putting your monies away. You starting to form whatever business, your LLC, your corporation. You got a business plan ready. You know what I mean? You start to build. All the while, you've got consistent money coming in. Because you get your ass up to go in, to clock into that 9 to 5. I don't care what you're doing. McDonald's, Burger King, you could be in an office, a bank, whatever the case is. I'm not telling everybody to go suit and tie like myself. Although it would be dope to see more of my young black African American brothers. We need to form a whole coalition out this joint. A whole coalition. And I already started the company. I'm not even going to say it on here because I know this is YouTube and somebody going to mess around and take my, you know what I mean? Haven't even copyrighted it yet, so. But I got a lot of information for you guys. I'm not here just to get you fired up. I'm here to get you guys, you know what I mean? Like, really, really in tune with that information that's going to help you guys to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And not just get you through a couple of hours of your day. And then you done spent some hours being entertained, but then you got really nothing out of it. A lot of these dudes ain't even funny. You know what I'm saying? They're really just sitting in front of their computer venting. That's essentially it. A lot of them is really just sitting in front of the computer venting. I don't like when stuff is going on in my life, I don't even get on YouTube. And I'm more than likely very busy on a day-to-day. That's the reason why I'm not consistent here. I have real shit going on. These dudes, like the guy that I'm playing right now, unfortunately, and I'm not even trying to be funny, his life depends on YouTube. This is why one has a GoFundMe to gather up funds. What I'm used to living with on a day-to-day basis. I was used to getting $5K a month. That stopped. So I have a GoFundMe for $5K right now. I need some help. And there's nothing wrong with saying you need some help. There's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is you got to know why. You should know why you're in the position that you in where you even asking for help, bro. And that's the problem. And if you're not taking the time to figure out why, or if you're going to just simply be in denial the entire time, like, nah, it can't be me as to why. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't like Jesus, or y'all just don't like the Lord, or... Again, you don't even have to be Christian to not like Jesus. You don't have to be Muslim to not like Allah or his prophet, Muhammad, may peace be upon him. You don't have to go into lotus or pray in this such form, you know what I mean, to believe in the likes of Buddha. Just respect the religion, you know what I'm saying? Just religion is religion is religion. How you moving, how you go about spreading that word is what's going to make the overall difference. A lot of y'all try to push it off on the people where it's like, yo, you trying to... I don't like feeling like I don't have no other choices. My back's against the wall. I'm coming out and I'm swinging. I'm swinging. You know what I'm saying? And that's essentially what you do. You push it on to people so hard. You know what I'm saying? You make it feel like you have no other choice. And if you don't believe in this, you're going to hell. That's definitely not that's an easy way to lose followers fast. Let's see what he's talking about, though.
We don't get into it straight like that, folks, but definitely hit that like button for the boy. If you're here for a good time, not a long time. You want to hit stay, hit that like button.
Value Christ over your life, man. It's a lot to talk about, bro. It'd be so much for me to talk about, man, so I'm going to try to, I can kind of talk about one thing, and I be jumping around because it's so much. It's so much dysfunction. It's so much, that wide road that leads to destruction, man. A lot of these platforms is one of those ways to those roads. Because we're not understanding the spiritual backlash. We're not even understanding how, with these shows, we can take it as far as entertainment. Pretty much like with Snowfall shows and all the shows that the power, all the shows that pretty much show a destruction of a people, and we not even knowing that.
Let's talk about BetterHelp. If you ever feel anxious, depressed, stressed, overwhelmed,
Them damn ads.
They are giving it to us in the source.
But I respect it. I respect it. Y'all, if the pardon if the joint was echoing and all that. I had to remember to mute the sound. If y'all been seeing the ads come up on my videos, once again, shout out to YouTube. And I'ma always say it. I'm never gonna forget your name, brother. Shout out to Miles, who sent out that infamous email about 2 weeks ago. We've made our first couple dollars on YouTube already, y'all. I've been watching it in the back, you know what I'm saying? So I need all of my supporters, all of my followers, fall asleep to Armani TV, all right? Just fall asleep to it. Find you a playlist that you like. You might like the Cologne joint, the SG. Shout out to SG. Everyone should smell good. You might like the Getting Dressed with Armani joint, you know what I'm saying? When I'm showing y'all the different styles and how I get GQ in the morning and all that. You might be interested in one's music, you know what I'm saying? I definitely do music, solo artist, you know what I mean? I produce my own beats and all of that, so yeah, you might, you know what I mean? You might be interested in all that, but however, whatever, fall asleep to the joints on Armani TV. Help me get the watch hours up. And overall, most importantly, let them damn ads run. Just let them run. Let them run. You ain't even got to hit skip. You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, we back on it.
Source of entertainment in a way for our souls to agree with it, and that's why we see, you know, when a death of the black man happens, the volume of what it should feel is not really, you know, it's not met. It's not felt the way that it should be because we desensitized. And, you know, obviously many people, we know it, but we don't understand what's getting us to be. Obviously, you know, if you are in an environment where you're losing homies constantly, but you feel like you might be desensitized to it, why would that be? What other source other than entertainment, which is the only thing that you have in your atmosphere, pretty much getting your soul to agree with what's going on? You know, kind of like even in any shows, it's like in movies, and y'all know how kind of like they always one way, they always sway you know, just from what the people do, some of the goods, the bad that people do, you build your liking into characters, and sometimes you be rooting for one to kill the other. Y'all know what I'm saying? We be rooting, and this is just the source of entertainment, but the values of it is people just, oh, this is just entertainment, but nothing is just entertainment. That's Satan's biggest, you know, win over the people, is that we think that entertainment is just entertainment. But I don't want to overly preach anyways to people, because I know most of it's going to go over everybody's head regardless. You know, the majority, it's going to go over their heads. But I think that, you know, what's crazy is the comments on No Jumper pretty much pertaining to, and again, I don't even watch No Jumper. People, because again, I'm not one to seek out vanity and vexation about the destruction of my people and think that it is okay. So I have no wants to pretty much watch on what they do, but I would go on there. I seen that they said that they would want me to come on there.
They seen that they wanted me to come on there. I don't watch them, and it clearly looked like he was about to say, but I go on there. He was the dude. A little backstory on OBlock J Hood. Shout out to OBlock J Hood once again. Turn my echo up on this. We on max? Yeah. So OBlock J Hood, I remember again when he came out, I was watching him. I think he probably was somewhere around like 10K subs, and now somewhere around like 50K. So once again, shout out to OBlock J Hood. But yeah, I was one of those ones that was there in the beginning. And I remember that when his channel started growing, and it was mainly off of the OBlock stories. Shout out to OBlock. OBlock, literally. It's rare that a block like OBlock that's full of, you know, crime, destruction, violence, so on and so forth, literally become like a public monument. You know what I mean? Like behind guys like you know, King Von and Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? And all the other dope artists that came out of OBlock. Once again, shout out to OBlock. But that's what this dude built his following off of. It's kind of like Hassan Campbell and riding on the back, and I mean that with no pun intended. Riding on the back, it was crazy. But riding on the, you know, the coattail, for lack of a better term, of the whole situation with Africa Bambaataa. You know what I mean? So, sort of like the same. You know what I mean? These dudes find that angle of them coming up. And because he really lived in OBlock and he really was out there at a time with them, he felt justified. But if you really think about it, now that all of this has come to what it's come to, one has never really thought, like, what happened? And that's kind of what I always question with him. Like, I get that you on this godly path now. Because from what I seen and all the pictures that you post of yourself back in the day with the dudes in OBlock, you didn't look like you was praising the Jesus and all that then. So I'm trying to figure out what happened. You had a couple videos, some footage where you was at like a few shows with Dirk and Vaughn backstage, but what happened? And that's the story that I don't think that we've yet to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm tuned in. I got notifications on. I've definitely caught, you know what I mean, the majority of your stuff, and was like genuinely watching you on a day-to-day until it got to where it is now. I was rooting for you, telling you. I was one of the ones, again, in the chat saying, nah, bro, keep preaching. Keep talking that God shit. If that's where your heart really is, keep preaching it. There's a lot of us who would like to learn the Bible a little bit more than what we already know it. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with mixing that in with other content. But the problem is, and what started to become a contradiction, and what I feel created the decline, was that you would mask the whole religion thing and trying to preach and teach people about that. You're masking that sort of information. You covering it, you masking it with some whole wild shit. Stories about people getting killed, who got shot, so on and so forth. It's a very, very, very contradicting situation. And that's my biggest thing. I try not to be the guy up here that's preaching, you should strive for good credit. You should strive for a career. You should strive to be a father in your kids' lives and to be active, to be present. And then I'm not doing all those things my damn self. It makes absolutely no sense. No sense at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's essentially what I got. But what I realized with him was he was the guy actually expecting. And this was early on. And again, you're not, bro, like no matter how much time you spent growing up with Vaughn, Dirk, you're not them. So to literally be charging interviewers, platforms that were bigger than yours at the time, just for a story, is beyond me. And the fact that they paid for it, like, again, I could see if there was actually reference to, I don't need, you know how like rappers would be talking and it'd be like, yeah, my nigga J Hud, he hold that fire, such and such, you know, like there was, I never heard a line or anything like that. Like, so to the other platforms, y'all were that thirsty just to get this up and come, like, and that's what I think it ultimately was, is that his page was rising and that there was this person from OBlock. After the demise of King Von and what happened to Von, there was this person from OBlock out here claiming to have known him and really been out there with them, so on and so, you know what I mean? But if you really look at it, where did the interest lie? What created the interest? When you get past the fact that he was just somebody that lived in OBlock with King Von and them, like, what are you actually doing? You went to college. You had, I think, a scholarship to play football. Essentially, that was the opportunity. That was your way out. I never heard about any interest with you with the music. But my whole thing is, even if there wasn't any interest with the music, if you around two of the biggest stars in the game, and then all of a sudden you're not, and I've got other homies who, you know, manage and work with artists. I've seen the breakups, and I've seen that homie who was once around that artist, you popping bottles, you with them in the clubs, you know, Instagram pictures and all that, and then at some point, you know what I'm saying, the fallout happens, and then you put on ice. You back in the hood with the rest of us. I done seen it in real life. So I've always questioned that. Like, even like he would put up the pictures of him, Vaughn. You know, I seen one video where he was like backstage at a show or whatever the case is, and then I'm like, why aren't you still with them now? Like, Vaughn is clearly not living, but you know what I'm saying? And I think that he didn't have the same sort of relationship with Dirk. He would always say that in the videos, like he never really messed with Dirk or whatever the case is. But I remember you posting a video, like backstage or something like that at one of the shows. So the whole point is, you got this one dude from the hood who is giving out casted out vibes. It's giving out casted out. Like, for whatever reason, you left from over there, or, you know what I'm saying? And there was never a return, because apparently something happened in between you actually leaving. And that's the story that we really are all waiting for. Like, one leaving OBlock, how you got to where you're at right now YouTubing today. There's like a whole, it's like a gap. It's like a huge gap missing in the timeline. And all this, you got a story about everybody else except your actual story. We know about the football, the ESPN thing and all of that. We constantly seen the videos. We could look it up on YouTube ourselves. We don't even need to go to your channel for that. But your actual story. What happened in between OBlock, Vaughn and them getting on, you being at a couple shows, and then whatever time frame passed, and then, hi, I'm Jamal Brown. Welcome to Came From Nothing, the podcast. We missing that, you know, the meat and potatoes.
I wonder, because it's a lot to talk about. You feel me?
Oh yeah, and we gonna get into that sin of the day real quick, y'all, because I'm smelling it on myself still. Join this fucking fire. Salvatore Ferragamo, Uomo. Promise you. Listen, matter of fact, I'm gonna let him rock. We gonna go into this in a minute. Hold on.
These same questions that y'all asking, saying why I'm doing this, why I'm doing that. I went into detail about all of it, but clearly, you know, those things don't get talked about because people don't have an eye for the light. They got itching ears. They go searching for that. It's like a drug to people hearing about Black deaths. It's like a drug to y'all. And that's why you want all the little blogging sites. You want all it is gossip about the destruction of people that look just like you. But you love it. And many times, it ain't even just us. It's a lot of people who on there rooting for our destruction, who love the entertainment of our destruction. And we don't even know and care that, you know, it's a destruction about us. We don't even know the people that we are. That's the sad part about it. But all these big networks, these big platforms, they just keep exploiting our hurt. They keep exploiting our pain. And we agree with it. And that's why people in the comments saying they hate Jamal. They say they hate J Hood. Of course y'all hate me because I tell you the real, that a lot of this stuff that's going on, especially on this social media stuff, why these pages are as big as they are, making as much money as they make, is because we are helping them. It's saying we say that we are for our people and we love our people, but honestly, what we do with our lifestyle shows the hate for our people. What we have an attention to, you know, what we have a desire to wake up in the morning and watch and search up on the internet shows our heart and how we say we, come on, hypocrites. I love about Black people on earth.
So I'm guessing that we should just wake up and search you on YouTube all day, right? The world would be better, y'all, if everybody woke up and searched Jamal Brown Came From Nothing podcast. Heard you.
Yeah, you just love your family maybe, but people, it's deeper than just that.
This is the future of work. This is empowerment. It's the vision of a global talent market.
It's deeper than just.
Sweet pink cotton candy. She just wanna come quick.
Come quick, come quick. Let's bring that back. Gustavo Luis, once again, y'all. Quick interlude, quick intermission.
She just wanna come quick. I mean, she just wanna come quick.
This is a narco intermission.
While I fall back.
On my old.
Bitch.
Why? Cause she know how to make me.
Come quick.
Yeah.
Come quick.
Look, she just wanna.
Come quick.
Fire.
Gustavo Goins, black girl lost. Ask her what's the last book she read.
Gustavo Goings, black girl lost. Ask her, what's the last book she read? The bitch said the source. And one of these. Fire. Hold on, let me let him finish.
The bitch said the sauce, yo. Hard to pronounce. Pocketbook, America's top model look. Designer shoes. She a crip. Bloody bottles, but her heart blue. Christian DL belt buckle. She high when she laughed and she chuckled. Her homie told me, you know she won't fuck you. And I used to fuck her till I got annoyed, unemployed, yo. But she kept some new shit. Kerry Washington lips, Ice Spice hips, lipped on sacks and fifth. She let us suck dick. Narconomic tattoo on her left tit. Lord have mercy, no drawers on, pussy wet, Nets jersey. I drop 30 like I'm KD. Fucking raw, swear to God, I hope this bitch don't have my baby. Come quick. The way she be sucking on the dick make me come quick. She swallowed it, inch by inch. She swallowed it, but it did not pinch. Come quick. Damn, she a squirter. I watched the pussy bust off like a full clip. Sweet pink cotton candy. She just wanna come quick.
Gustavo Luis, y'all. Gustavo Luis. Go check out the Love Tape, Apple Music. It's on and it's popping like popcorn, y'all. For real. All right, back to J Hood. Back to J Hood.
Just that, but to the why, you know, I don't even want to go overly in. That's just kind of me just pretty much saying that it's crazy. You feel me? Just how the backlash I get when you really want to know what I'm doing, y'all, my page is here. You feel me? But anyway, I already know what YouTube is doing. And again, if I was just straight putting out straight dysfunctional, you know, videos rooted in the destruction of our people, it'll pick up in the algorithm. It'll hit. You know, I still be making the money that I was making in the beginning, but none of it's worth it because.
And now we get to the root of the video. See what I was saying, y'all? This goes back to the money he was making. Dude is frustrated. No offense, you could tell by the haircut a little bit. Look. That's why the hoodie up. It's time for a cut, bro. But I get it, man. And this is why I preach what I preach on Armani TV. I swear I can't say it enough. Like, foundation. It goes back to having a solid foundation, guys. A solid foundation. A solid foundation consists of a resume. I'm sorry. I don't care if your only job was delivering with Amazon or standing at Walmart saying, how you doing? Welcome to Walmart. It's a foundation. That way, when stuff like this happens, you're not crying about $5K a month, like $5K a month, bro. Keep it all the way honest with you. That's like a fraction of one's payroll. Like bare minimum, once you get to especially like the 50K followers level, you could really be doing at least 10K a month, bro. Like realistically. You got to change the content up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen the little upgrade, the little podcast setup, the computer that one bought. Now you got the StreamYard joint with the joint, but you got to really like upgrade. The problem is a lot of you dudes who money is slowing down, y'all is using that money for all the wrong shit. And I don't know what you into or what you buying. It's not my business. But one wouldn't be complaining if the money was being spent right. So that when them days get rainy, because we know that they gonna come. Pause. But we know that they gonna happen. They're gonna occur. You set up. You sitchy, as we say in New York. You know what I'm saying? You sitchy. You got a whole situation. You set up. Times get slow. Cool. I still got my job I'm going to every day. I don't need, maybe perhaps this is time for me to fall back from this thing for about a month and figure out the next route for my channel so that I can push this 50 to 100,000 now. And we not so stagnant. It's kind of like the old saying, you got all of your eggs in one basket. You drop that basket, it's a wrap. All of your shit is cracked. It's a wrap. Anything that happens to that one basket, you put all of your shit there, was that really smart? At the end of the day, you're going to find yourself looking exactly like he is in this still image right here. Foundation, guys. Foundation. If you got a foundation, you know I could fall off tomorrow. Give me 1 month at max. More than likely, it's going to happen way before then. I'm just allowing time for interviewing and, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But you got to get off your ass and go make something happening. You know what I mean? Make something happen. Pardon me. Opening up your phone and, hey, guys, this is the Joe Smith show. You know what I mean? Like, that's not it. And the problem with a lot of you dudes, even the channels like this one that does have somewhat of a positive message with it, is that it's really all for the money. It's all for the money. Think about it. If you so much about Christ, bro, why do you even care that your numbers is going down? If this was all about religion, if this was really all about religion and spreading the word, the gospel, why are you worrying about money? Sure, it's declining. This is what happens. Didn't they stone Jesus? Didn't they deny him? Didn't they not believe him? You got to turn the non-believers to the believers. It's about being able to turn your pain into pleasure. As my man Pops, rest in peace, John Witherspoon, to say, that's my pleasure. You got to know how to turn that pain into pleasure. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Hold on, let me check back in with the content. Yeah, I already know, Stav. I already know, man. You already know how you give it up on the mic, man. I already know how you give it up. You know what I'm saying? Studio vibes crazy. We definitely gonna put something together real soon. But once again, y'all go to Apple Music, or if you got a Google Play, you know what I'm saying? Go to the Google Play Store, search up Gustavo Luis. I promise you will not be disappointed. But a strong foundation, guys. A strong foundation keeps from panicking at times like this. You know what I'm saying? Keeps you from being popped and panicked. As my man Cece would say. Shout out to Cece.
Why would I be trying to gain things in the world and further be hurting the mind of our people? Further throwing darts, throwing them quenches, those fiery darts at the heart, and the Bible says that if the foundation of a man be destroyed, then how can that man basically even live? How can he live? If the foundation, and we don't even see how all these networks, all these shows, they're throwing darts at the heart, and y'all don't even know that the darts are being targeted at the heart. Y'all don't even know that many of the people that's being used are only puppets, and they allow for them to glorify the dysfunction because they know that if they can get you to take a liking into something that is dysfunctional to the way that the people that we truly are, they can keep us away from learning who we are because we're stuck in a delusional state. We're stuck in glorifying negativity. We're stuck in listening to curses and vexation and vanity every day about the rappers, every single day.
A thought just occurred to me. Gotta cock back the Glock and let off some shots when, you know what I mean? When the light bulb go off. It's starting to really all tie in and make sense. And this is my message to J Hood. Best way I could tell you this, bro. I see exactly what's happening in your whole message. I saw the goal from the beginning. But same as what happened with Five Guard, where something small as proving out your age becomes difficult for you to do. And think about it, an age is something that everybody has. Why wouldn't you be able to just show your age? If one is making a discrepancy about your age and saying that you're older than what you are, I would jump so quickly to fucking pull out my ID to show, yeah, nigga, I'm actually 37. Am I right or am I right? You can't just dismiss that with, oh, these niggas are so concerned about my age, you know what I'm saying, but whatever. Okay, but you never showed us your age, though. You actually made it even worse. Now I believe them even more. I'm believing that that's what it is. I'm going to actually jump on the bandwagon, and now I'm challenging that. Because, again, if I'm spending my time here thinking that this person is 100, and you would actually, see, we all have lied. We all lie. You know what I'm saying? But it should be a habit that you really practice to break. And it should only be in a life-threatening sort of situation. You know what I mean? Like, you don't come to YouTube and lie about your age. Like, but in this case, the message is about God. But I got to use OBlock and the stories from OBlock where I grew up to draw the people in. I'm with you. I get that. But if the message is about God and you've gotten close to 50,000 people listening to you, a come up from 10,000, you don't see how at some point you even yourself got lost and this was not about the Bible. It's become about the money. You yourself don't even see that? Somewhere between that 10 and that 49 or whatever the number is right now, you got lost, bro. And now you, even yourself, who wants it to be all about Christ and the good word, you can't help but to come here and vent now. And this is the problem. Even through videos like this, where you're simply trying to make a point, you gotta, look at the title. OBlock J Hood blows back at no jumper. No jumper in the title, definitely gonna get views. This is why I title my joints the way that they do. I already know the numbers is gonna be low. I've got 1.3K followers. If you understand numbers and how this whole metrics work, for every 1,000 subscribers, you probably gonna have about 10 to 20 people, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 100, you know what I'm saying? Like on a really, really good metric. And that's for every 1,000. This is the reason why people like Hassan Campbell, who have 350 something thousand subscribers, raves about having 6,000 to 7,000 in the building. What happened to them other like 340 something thousand? Like everybody's not of it. It's just, it is what it is. This is why I never focused and paid attention to the numbers. If you get caught up in that and what you making right now, you can have a hot streak for a whole year making 7K on YouTube. If you put all your eggs in that 7K basket, which would be crazy. I'm sorry, bro. Like even 7K a month is no money. No money. I'm not comfy until like on some just low key. I'm not mainstream. I'm not a star until it's at least 20 to 30K coming in on a monthly basis consistently. And I know that that's not going nowhere. And I know that that's going to come in without any effort from me. You guys got wrapped up into AdSense checks. It's sad, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like now, like, you know what I mean? We diving into that bag right now. We gonna jump into that Birkin. It's crazy. Y'all really got wrapped up into AdSense checks. Something that if they decided, hey guys, we're about to build a whole new YouTube with YouTube 2.0, we're gonna be shutting down for about the year, but don't worry, we'll be back. You still got access to YouTube. It's just all monetization, everything like that is done right now until we get back from production. But continue to enjoy the platform. What the fuck are you gonna do except hustle? That shit was real. That was probably like the most fire thing I said. Like seriously, that was crazy. How that all tied together. That's what I'm saying. I'm in that Birkin now. Now we freestyling crazy. And the concepts jump right off the wall. This is how you know it's real. When it's real, it's able to flow from the heart without it being scripted. A lot of you dudes be having to write down notes before your videos to be able to keep on topic, or, you know what I'm saying? You blowing, and I'm blowing as well, but the capacity to where you at, you lose a thought within, you know what I'm saying? And you're not able to just jump back on track. It's the problem with a lot of you dudes. You prioritizing the wrong thing. You trying to look cool on camera opposed to actually entertaining your audience. And to keep it a buck, I could be talking about credit. It's still entertainment. Because I'm choosing to not dive into the normal, you know, fuckery or the DJ academic sort of news vibes. And this happened today with rapper Lil Baby. And this is how I feel about it. Like, there's millions of other people on here doing that. Just like there's millions of other people talking about fragrance reviews. But you know what I chose as a young kid from 163rd Street in the Bronx, 163rd and Eagle, that I know, shout out to Eagle Ave as well. Anybody from New York, you know what I'm saying, that know the blocks, or know, a kid like myself from over there who made it out with no plans to return unless I'm coming to simply give back. I chose to talk about this because I knew that the demographic of people, my people from where I'm from, my audience that will watch me, they're probably not doing this. So there's room for me to jump in here without looking like everybody else simply trying to get a check on YouTube. This is why I said the motto of my channel was, I don't care to get monetized. If you know, you know. They can never send a check. It don't matter. I've already broken milestones on this joint. You don't get it? Talking about credit and regular life, didn't have to buy any followers, no bots. It's all real. This is why I was telling you, I figured out the metrics with this whole thing. The numbers are never gonna match up. It's the same way on Instagram and Facebook, social media, period. The number of people that you have following you, and I'll use your favorite celebrity. Use somebody like Rihanna, 20 million followers. But she could put up a picture of her in her baby. Something that you know a lot of people gonna like. You know, baby photos or cat and animal photos. Put all the little cute shit up. And it's still not gonna match to that 20 million that's up there. At most, she probably see 200,000. And that's like 10%. You know what I mean? That's, well, 2 million would be 10% of 20 million. But you get what I'm saying. Look at your favorite celebrities. So if you're not at that status yet, this is kind of like what I was talking about with Hassan Campbell. He really feels like he can equate him being gone from YouTube. That's what led Tekashi 6ix9ine to pull a stunt of him getting jumped. Like, I'm a really fake getting my ass beat for real, because they really beat his ass. Even if it was staged, in his words, Hassan Campbell, even if it was staged, allegedly, they still really beat his ass. So I'm going to go through all of that just to try to get more views than a guy that doesn't even pull in a third of what I do on a monthly. Bro, the money that, no offense, the money that you get on YouTube within a month, that nigga sees like probably before lunch. Let's keep it 100. Niggas like Soulja Boy, who's not even as mainstream as Tekashi. He's pulling in 100 a day. You following Soulja Boy vlogs and all that, you could get inspired. He's still doing what he got to do to bring in 100K a day off of streams and other, you know what I mean? So it's different ways to maneuver and different plans, and you know what I mean, how you do shit. But to sit there and try to equate yourself to a multi-million-dollar, not somebody that can just say, oh yeah, I made $1 million off YouTube, and which again, shout out to Hassan Campbell for that. Salute for that. That's dope that you touched the M here. But to get to that next M, or at least the next level, to see a B amongst the dirty section, like maybe that's something that you really need to trademark and open up an outside business outside of YouTube. The problem is y'all made something that could shut down at any given time. You didn't even have to do a job application for this. Think about it. The only information from you that's tied to here is your name, your email address, and whichever bank account you have tied up to your AdSense account. Other than that, there is no security here for you. There is no pension. Oh, you stay here for 10 years and you were monetized. We're going to bless you with it. There is none of that. Like, at most, they're going to keep giving your ass plaques. The more that your page, like, that's what you're going to see. Plaques. Gold ones, silver ones, the diamond, whatever. But if you think about it, you guys are treating social media, something that literally, it didn't even come out to be monetized. I was on YouTube back then. 06. When you was listening to Little Romeo and shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, Lil Bow Wow was still popping. 106 and Park Days. YouTube wasn't even about monetization then. You made pages, and I had them myself. You made pages just to really upload videos. Now all you do is so thirsty for a check, as though you're not willing and able to go out and fucking work. This shit is it's beyond me. I said enough.
Because
I said enough.
People hear it, but
me like my blood.
Because the seed is sown on the wrong type of soil, the word won't become fruitful. And that's the sad part. Y'all got hearts that are so of the world that when you hear wisdom of God, your worldly desires, your fleshly desires choke out the word of God, and it becomes of no fruitful to y'all. So the wisdom y'all lack, and so y'all think that I'm a person that is a hateful person, when all y'all do is look up the destruction of people that look just like you. Who's the hateful person?
Here's the thing, bro. You're not going to be able to explain the people into following you. Let me say that again. You're not going to be able to explain yourself into the people following you and accepting. It's not going to happen, bro. Like, you just got to understand, it doesn't even make sense. The more that you're doing that, the more you're pushing people away, because you're coming off aggressive. You should just chill, fall back, just go and pray, bro. Jump into your Bible, like, seriously. And just pray. Just pray. Like, I'm not even trying to make it a laughing matter, but at times you gotta, you know what I mean? Lighten up a little bit, because that's essentially what's holding one back now. The aggression wasn't there before. You know what your aggression was about? It was about speaking about the Lord, bro. The only time you would get hyped up and all of that, like now, you just come on and seem angry all the time. That the money slowed up, so now everybody's a heathen. You not following the Lord's word, and it's blasphemy. Like, the problem, bro, you gotta go look in the mirror and just chill. Simmer down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna preach the word, take the monetization out your head, bro. That's the problem, because you playing with the Most High. He gets it and he sees. And while one's intentions may be good, the way that you're going about it is all wrong. All wrong.
Person, is it I, or is it really y'all? And that's something y'all need to think about on y'all own terms.
Y'all, see, it's always us. It's never him. It's y'all.
Pretty much what y'all glorifying, what y'all go on y'all show and talk about. Do y'all think that's helping the people? Do y'all think that the eyes that's being laid?
Notice I was just saying the same thing earlier, but it's how I said it. Also said that within my little segment tonight here. At times, bro, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Just lower it. Look, bring your tone down. You see how nasty your face look right here in this still image? Like you looking at something nasty. That's how you're coming off. I worked in sales for a long time, guys, right? Anybody that worked in sales, you know what I mean? I guess it was an old 70s, probably even a 60s trick. But if you was somebody that worked on sales and where you was sitting next to a phone and picking up a phone, calling people all day, hi, yes, my name is Armani, such and such. I'm calling from ABC Company. How you doing today? Oh, that's great, Mrs. Smith. Listen, the reason for my call, and then you were going about your whole thing, they actually required that you had a mirror on your desk, and it was called Smile and Dial. Essentially, you want the customer to hear how excited you are over the phone. That's going to get them excited about whatever they're actually getting ready to hear. Whatever you pitching. Smile and dial. But it essentially goes into the way that you're feeling is it's going to show on your face. You know what I'm saying? You heard of the saying as well, it's written all over your face. Get my Hassan Campbell on real quick. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. There's a saying, you know, essentially for every single thing or situation in life. But it's written all over your face. It's going to be very hard. Think about it like this. If you got a real bad stomach ache and it's hurting you bad, you think you're going to sit here like this all day and just be cheesing, smiling like, and your stomach is like, it feels like a baby is in there practicing field goals? Nah. Just like it's going to be very hard to wear a mad face and to be upset when you ultimately feel really good inside. It's going to be hard to fake it. But if you really are feeling a certain way, it's going to show in your expression and it's going to come out in your energy. And that's what's happening right now, bro. You got to channel it down, come back down, and then go back. Literally, I would go back and look at the very first video that I did and then just watch them from there. Fall asleep to your own playlist tonight and listen to the difference. You're going to find the change and see, oh, shit. That, yeah, I can see how now. Word, that's crazy. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Most High. Or whatever you got to do and snap back into reality. That's all. But that's going to end this live, y'all. I'm definitely not going 2 hours in. You know what I'm saying? We've been up here for a minute. But I appreciate you guys. Look forward to the next episode. I got some time off tomorrow, so I'll be editing the last 2 joints. Definitely got to put up a new Getting Dressed with Armani. And yes, once again, the scent of the day, Ferragamo Uomo. This is the signature edition. So if you've seen Uomo, it does come in... I think like a clear bottle. This is that all black with the gold, the signature edition. The box for this is crazy. And I keep all my boxes, y'all already know. You know what I mean? But what you gonna get out of this is like a real smooth. It gives me, to be honest with you, tiramisu. And that's actually one of my favorite pastry dishes, whatever sort of dessert snack, yeah. It smells literally like a tiramisu. So that's like a chocolate, whipped creamy, vanilla, you know what I'm saying, sort of vibe in a bottle, you know what I mean? So once again, shout out to Salvatore Ferragamo. Uomo in the joint, Uomo. But we gonna fade it out like this. I'm gonna let y'all hear this last joint from my man's Gustavo Luis. Once again, shout out to Gustavo Luis. And I got a joint that I want y'all to hear. This one right here is called Atlantic Star, y'all. So we gonna cruise out like this. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below. What's your opinion? How you felt about the live, the topics that we discussed. Be sure to look at my last video on the credit builder accounts and click those links inside of the description. When you sign up through my referral links, you will be rewarded financially through those different companies like Chime, Self Builder offers a reward, as well as Kickoff. So all three of the credit builders that I gave you guys last week, definitely go back and watch that video and yeah, apply it. Don't just let it fly by you. Apply it. You heard? But yeah, Gustavo Luis, we gonna fly out like this. I appreciate you guys coming through. I'll be back tomorrow for Friday. Tomorrow. Armani TV.
You know, the nice thing about this album is it's a smash hit. It was made back when, in September?
Yeah, we started in September. Yeah. Well, we started way before that, but we recorded in September.
Feel good?
Yes, very good.
Yeah. She my life like a zippo. The way she eats this dick after we smoke. Hungry hippo. Let's go. In a new car, filling with stars. Seen Atlantic Star. Inshallah, my good luck charm.
Song's called Atlantic Star, y'all. Off the Love tape. Atlantic Star. Let's bring it back.
You know, the nice thing about this album is it's a smash hit. It was made back when, in September?
Yeah, we started in September. Yeah. Well, we started way before that, but we recorded in September.
Feel good?
Yes, very good.
Yeah. She my life like a zippo. The way she eats this dick after we smoke. Hungry hippo. Let's go. In a new car, filling with stars. Seen Atlantic Star. Inshallah, my good luck charm. A firearm. Bang. Probably give Johnny Dang a pretty ping. Just to break my arm. Economic season. Delta Airlines and leaving. Yeah. You know, first class to a cocaine capital. Then turn around and come right back to a murder capital. I spell my name, nigga, in all capitals. The fellas, fucking good guys. O's is apple pies, out of no dollar menu. You are back up like Minshew. I'm caught up in the loop and that no instrumental. So what my shit is drug related, the most anticipated, but you think it's entertainment. And I always kept my connect nameless. Like 1 or 2 tapes away from being fucking famous. I think I'm being terrible. Put this in your anus. International house is stacking. Green Bay packing. Even had a spot in Akron. I'm a cavalier, yo. Coke in the bumper, all the red album covers on Champions. Smoking gelato 44 early morning, yo. That's a breakfast for champions. Get it? Yo. See my life like a zip. Why? Cause you just take care and
All right, so hold up, y'all. Before we go, I just got a special request. By my guest, Mr. Gustavo Luis himself. Special request. He just sent me the joint, and he want me to react to it live on the joint. So we're going to let Atlantic Star finish, and then we're going to react to this new joint that he just sent me. Live reaction. I've never heard this before, so you're about to get an exclusive. Back to Atlantic Star. Appreciate that, Brody. My other iPhone over there, too. You should have texted my other iPhone, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know I got the vibe going on right here. That's why we got 2 phones. One for the, and one for the, you know what I mean?
Yeah?
What's your name?
Deshaun?
Deshaun from where?
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit, how old are you, Deshaun?
29. What's the problem?
You didn't hear the question.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
You said where I'm from. I said Detroit. You said how old are you? I said 29.
No, yeah, I said how old are you?
I said 29.
Watch how he handle her though. Hold on, we gonna let this run.
That means how many years have you been on Earth?
I'm 29 years old, you fucking bozo.
29?
Yeah. Hey, I know, girl. I know you ain't trying to go there with the rings, because you without no makeup on, you're hideous. Like, don't play with me, because I can go there. I'm trying to be nice. That wig, bitch, like, don't play with me. Don't play with me, Kendra. Please don't do it.
I mean, well, listen, I'm the one with a show that you stayed up to be on, so you can
Nobody gives a fuck, though.
I mean, nobody
Like, you're not a nice person. You're ugly in the inside. You try to throw those jabs at people. Look at you, bitch. Your shiny ass face. Bitch, ugly. Fucking ugly. Look at you. Look at you.
He went ugly crazy.
What type of person are you? Try to throw jabs at people. And bitch, under that makeup, bitch, you look 100. Come on. We seen the pictures of you at the motherfucking airport, bitch. You're ugly.
Do you want me? Okay, I just have one question. Do you think you're hurting my feelings?
I don't give a fuck.
It don't matter at that point, bitch.
Bitch, don't come for me.
Right. That part.
Okay?
Don't come for me if I ain't sent for you. You heard? And on that note, y'all, we gonna get into this exclusive by Gustavo Luis. I just got the track name. This joint right here is called 400 Degrees, y'all. Y'all see it up on the TV. Make sure you go follow that page, Narconomics TV. Right now, you are rocking with the capo, Armani. Let's get it, y'all. 400 Degrees, Gustavo Luis. It's my man, 50 grand.
Narconomics. 400 degrees. For real. Keep that window high, boy, nigga. Yo.
In my Cool J bucket, like fuck it. The custom joint, once again, y'all. I'm gonna be making 20 of these joints. Y'all could thank E-Moneygrams for that. I'm gonna make 20 exclusive joints, and this is real jean jacket material, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have it in different flavors for when you wear your black jeans, you know what I mean? For when you wear your light blues like this, and then I got a dark navy, like that old, real dark, like deep starch, like an old Levi's starch type of joint. We gonna bring that to y'all too with the wheat color stitching in there, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can look forward to that. We're going to have that done by June. You know what I'm saying? By June. Let's call it once we hit 2K. Matter, it's perfect. 2K, you know what I'm saying? And in the 20, it all ties up. It can, you know, I like how that number rings. So when we hit 2K followers, we at 1.3 right now, y'all. When we at 2K followers, I'm going to give away 20 bucket hats. And by that time, I'll let y'all know what y'all got to do for the giveaway, which would be something simple as just being tuned into the live. That's all. You're going to be tuned into the live. I'm going to ask you to comment while you in the live. As long as you comment, I'm going to get your address through the DM or something like that, and we'll send you out a hat. I don't care if I got to do 5 or 6 lives until we get the 20 hats done, because y'all know I don't do this for the numbers. You know what I mean? I do this for the sheer, the real sheer entertainment and information and inspirational purposes only, by playing y'all dope shit. By dudes like Gustavo Luis, by giving y'all some great information, by things like what'll help your credit to go up, so that you can score that next job or get that apartment, or you ain't got to worry about a high payment for your car that you want, you know what I mean, on a monthly basis. Your credit ties into all of that. So pay attention, like Hassan said, pay attention to your circle before it hurts you. A lot of y'all making these dudes a part of y'all circles, and it's doing nothing but hurting you. You know what I mean? But that's for another day, for another time. 400 Degrees, y'all. Gustavo Luis.
If it's 90 inside, then the kitchen gotta be 400 degrees. Bitch, please. Narconomics. 400 degrees. For real. Keep that window high, boy, nigga. Yo, if it's 90 inside, then the kitchen gotta be 400 degrees. Stepped on more white squares than Billie Jean. Fuck the man in the mirror. Sandwich bags and razors, we bagging on the mirror. When 400 degrees was out, you niggas couldn't even come out.
Ooh.
I was in the crack house, dicking somebody's baby mom's mouth. Problems with the red stripe. I scuffed them up from trapping on a late night.
I remember those products too. Fire.
Chili caught a cell. Facts. The nerve of this bitch. I used to let her hold my scale. We broke bread together, and she still gave me a cell. My mama, I hope that bitch she go to hell. 400 degrees, looking at the D's. True definition of a hot boy. You ain't got no paperwork, you a hot boy. I didn't have baby, even though my chances were slim. Yeah, cooking coke was the only way to win. It was. Since a juvenile, Creola color vows.
Fire.
Oh, you frontin' high,
Woo!
You all the niggas,
Woo! Slow it down. Stavo, slow it down, man. Wordplay is crazy. I'm already seeing where he going. We gotta hear something about Weezy and BGZ next, you heard? He already, well, he ain't say nothing about Turk either. Let's see how he flip this.
My wrist did a bit like Turk.
There you go.
Watch that bitch back it up for a perk.
Woo!
400 degrees, nigga, please. Whoa, I'm a hot boy. 400 degrees, nigga, please. Turn that flame up. Cook another key. 400 degrees, I'm a hot boy. 400 degrees, nigga, please.
Quiet as kept. Before I was Hayes, before I was Capo, I was definitely Hot Boy. Nah, for real. Matter of fact, if you go on my Instagram page right now, go on my profile, there's an infamous picture of me right there. Blow that picture up. Like squeeze it, pinch it with your fingers. You know how you do the pinch? Blow it up and read what the nameplate say. Back to the vibes. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This shit is like poetry and poetry and flotion. You heard? You see what I just did there? Poetry and flotion. Like, wow, a nigga flowing. This shit fire. Matter of fact, I'm bringing it back. 400 degrees, y'all. Gustavo Luis.
400 degrees.
That's how we gonna end the show tonight. I appreciate y'all for coming through, sitting down with your boy. Like and subscribe.
Bitch, please. We cooking keys. Cocaine residue on my love hard jeans. Yo, stepped on more white squares than Billie Jean. Fuck the man in the mirror. Sandwich bags and razors, we bagging on the mirror. When 400 degrees was out, you niggas couldn't even come out. I was in the crack house, dicking somebody's baby mom's mouth. Problems with the red stripe. I scuffed them up from trapping on a late night. I blew through 100 grams, pub camp stand. Yo, I knew a fiend who used to smoke and doing a handstand.
Skeeter.
Way before Skeeter turned a rat.
I heard that. Nigga, wow. Remember the nigga Doug off the remember Skeeter though off Doug. Remember the nigga used to do wild handstand shits with one hand and all that. Like, I see what you did there, beloved. I see what you did there. The wordplay be crazy on all his joints, y'all. So again, if you're looking for a different sound, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's giving you that classic New York feel where you can actually understand what the fuck they saying. None of that mumble rap, and it just sound good with the beat in the back. You know what I mean? Like, nah. My man's might off rhyme. Like, the beat gotta connect with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not waiting for it to sound a certain way and all of that. You know what I mean? So, once again, shout out to Gustavo. It's my man. Mm.
400 degrees, looking at the D's. True definition of a hot boy. You ain't got no paperwork, you a hot boy. I've been had baby, even though my chances were slim. Yeah, cooking coke was the only way to win. It was. Since a juvenile, Creole color vows. Oh, you frontin' high,
Fire.
You older niggas, My wrist did a bit like Turk. Watch that bitch back it up for a perk. Whoa, 400 degrees, nigga, please. Whoa, I'm a hot boy.
Fire.
400 degrees, nigga, please.
I'm digging this.
Turn that flame up. Cook another key. 400 degrees, I'm a hot boy.
Facts.
400 degrees, nigga, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's how we gonna end the show, y'all. Armani TV. I'm out of here. Peace and love.